No, it say, hey, the Bible. I'm gonna keep it real. Two men will be laying in one bed. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I ain't never seen that in the Bible. Two women should be grinding at the mill, right? Now it's, and I ain't saying nothing against homosexuals or anything. I'm just telling the truth. I'm talking about the pages of the Bible. Two men, women will be grinding at the mill. Two shall be in one bed, and one will be taken. Two women shall be grinding at the mill. But somehow they changed it. I don't know. I never seen the narwhal before. It's a fucking unicorn on a whale. Y'all, I know one thing. The one thing I can tell y'all is I believe in Jesus, okay? And he was saying that the Bible hasn't changed. But when I first, that's another one, the biggie. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It used to say that because I was a little kid with my grandma, and it said the heavens. And when I looked in that book and it said just one heaven, no, there's supposed to be more than one heaven. I'm telling you. All y'all newbies out there, I know how y'all get affected and y'all want to put all these videos on the Berenstein Bear. That is old news. It's old stuff. Don't put that on there. I know y'all trying to go through the psychologically reanalyze yourself and see whether you're crazy or not, but you're not crazy. But the thing is, we're trying to find out what's going on. So when y'all put that stuff on, it builds up on at least YouTube, the Mandela effect. You know, we're going back to, you're sending us back to the first grade instead of like we're in high school about to graduate and go to college. But I wanted to tell y'all, if you're awake, don't think you're crazy. First I thought I was like, what am I crazy? Am I crazy or what? You are not crazy. Because if you was, then you wouldn't see I think the people who are asleep, they're the ones that say you're crazy, right? You're not crazy because you believe that Fruit Loops used to be spelled like fruit. You're not crazy. It's almost like a new church. Brian McFarlane, E-Man 31, Moneybag 73. It's a whole bunch of people.
People are different throughout this land, like foreign. And I'm not talking about illegal alien type foreign. I'm talking like fucking different. They feel different. They can't understand how someone else doesn't feel the same. It's pretty radical. And I think that's a result of, I think we're seeing what the Mandela effect has caused socially to the people who know the Mandela effect is real and believe it, and know that other realities have merged together, more than one, several in fact. So what would be the results of taking people from other realities, from different worlds, and mixing them together onto one new world? I think exactly what we're seeing. I think we're experiencing the results of the Mandela effect.
You may be thinking the same thing, like, yo, I know that it was spelled this way, like the Berenstain Bears and Berenstain, like all that. I know that it was spelled this way, but now and all of a sudden it wasn't that way. They just trying to manipulate the most powerful tool that we have, and that's our mind. They're trying to manipulate that. They're trying to make it seem like that we crazy and shit. No, we catching on to these patterns that y'all are making. We're not dumb. We're not stupid. If everybody said that they saw it, if we all saw it, what makes you think that we just going crazy? Bro, I had so many kick-ass when I was younger. I know what I saw. You can't tell me what I saw and what I didn't see. You can't say that. It's a false memory. My ass is a false memory. Ain't no goddamn false memory. As many times we have it, you don't think that we didn't notice what the hell was what was on the label? But now all of a sudden, oh no, it's a false memory. It's not real. It's not. Come on now. So the Mandela effect, you know, apparently our minds are playing tricks on us, right? I remember when I first started taking note of, you know, the changing of the words of, you know, cereal boxes, the Kit Kat bars, you know, how they say it didn't have the line in between, the Berenstain Bears, Nelson Mandela, like his death, you know, it didn't align with what society saw. It is all to knock us off of our hinges. This is all to play with our minds. We saw that shit, right? You saw it. I saw it. We all grown up looking at some of these books, you know, growing up eating some of these candy bars. All of this is just to confuse us, honestly. Everything is just to confuse us nowadays. Everything. I ain't believing none of that shit. You can't believe nothing. You can't believe nothing. You can't be trusting none of that shit. That's why I always say you have to stay true to yourself. Because when you're true to yourself, you will find all the answers. When you're true to yourself, you know what your divine purpose is in life. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. Why do you think that we all gotta stick together? Because if we don't stick together, this world is gonna continuously be corrupt. This world, this earth, this planet ain't gonna last. It's self-destruction. I'm not scared of shit. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You are vulnerable to society. Society can do whatever it wants to you. It can manipulate you. It can do anything. It's all deception. It's all to keep you confused. They like, everything is okay. Don't worry about it. We got it covered. But at the end of the day, who do you think is really doing this shit to us? Who do you think is really doing this shit to us, y'all? That's why we gotta stick together. Not for you. It's no debate that's going on. I don't debate with anybody. It's not about debating. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But we gotta continuously wake each other up. Some people, most people actually, are asleep. They in REM sleep and shit. They don't want to hear the truth.
On my Earth, the Statue of Liberty was on Ellis Island. Always was. On this Earth, it's on Liberty Island. There was no Liberty Island on my Earth. There are so many changes that it's not funny. Most of the things are identical, but I know that I'm not the same Fred that used to live on this earth. And for those of you that think people around you have changed, it's not them that have changed. You've shifted to this earth. And you don't know how long you've got here. No one does. I actually wish I could go back to mine. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll ever be possible. And kind of makes me homesick at times, knowing that it's me that's moving from earth to earth. I wish I could change it, but I can't. I don't have the knowledge to be able to affect the reality of this situation. And it's about 20 after 3 in the morning. So I'm not quite at my best. But I noticed the moon was on the north side of the street, and it freaked me the hell out. So I know I'm shifting, and I don't know when the next shift will be, or if there'll be a next shift. Basically a heads up that the Mandela effect isn't things changing. It's us shifting from earth to earth. It's almost like the TV series Sliders, if you remember that. The only thing is, it's not our whole bodies sliding from earth to earth. Apparently, it's our conscience sliding from earth to earth. Because our physical characteristics are changing as we go from one place to the next. Like I said, my eyes were always steel blue, and now they're not. I talked to one of the supervisors and told her about it. And she told her husband. I came in during the day one time, not long after that, and he saw me inside and asked me to show him which lights I was talking about. So we went outside, and I looked up on the building, and there were no lights up there anymore. Apparently, there had never been any lights up there because there wasn't even a spot in the fascia of the wall that had markings as to where the lights would have been. That's how I know that I shifted in December. It's about CERN screwing up. And you've got to remember that CERN came online in 2009. And the Mandela effect was, the term was coined in 2010. So I believe I first shifted in 2015 when I noticed the moon on the opposite side of the road. And then again last December, because like I said, for 12 years that I've been working at that building, those lights were always up there. And I remember them during the day having the electric boom lifts that they have the bucket the guy stands in and he goes up in the lift. I remember them changing out those bulbs a few times over the years. So I know those lights were there.
I guess you could worry, well, what if that happens to me? What if I disappear? You know? But the thing is that we have a spirit and our spirit is immortal. So it's sad to lose people if you've lost someone in the shift. Like I'm sorry for you and everything, and I empathize with you, but the bottom line is that our soul lives forever, and if they've disappeared, don't worry, they're okay. They're still out there. They still exist. Okay, so I know that when people find out about the Mandela effect, they get freaked out. Some of them, you know, feel scared, like they don't know what's going on because they don't know what's going on. I've heard stories of people losing people, like having sisters that just disappear or something as they merge into whatever reality. I see a lot of people that are worried about it, and you know the negative energy isn't good for what we're trying to do. Earth is largely compromised as a planet of young to medium sort of age souls, and that's one reason why you know the uh, the crew got sent in. Yeah, I just whatever happens to this reality, good or bad, and whatever happens to you, you are eternal and you live forever. So don't forget that. That's something that really helped me ground myself.